Hey boys and girls, how you doing? Dan Ashendorf. I've just got a few minutes in between tasks. I was just shooting a review video and I was kind of looking at my numbers here, and I wanted to share an insight with you, which I think is really important if you're thinking about going into affiliate marketing or just leaving a day job or doing pretty much anything in life. I think this little insight hopefully is going to give you some direction and is going to be adding value in what it is that you want to do. So these are my numbers here from Warrior Plus. So I'm earning more than above six figures per annum on average. Now remember, this is just a one marketplace. I've also got income coming from ClickBank and also from JV Zoo as well. So there's a few things coming in there, and of course our Amazon business, our e-commerce business as well. So there's a lot going on, and I just want to tell you this one single thing that's really kind of held me through the entire journey from when I gave up working full-time income for someone else and I started to work for myself, which is 6 years ago let me just close that. Happened 6 years ago in 2014. And that single thing is to be consistent. A couple of things I want to tell you about this, a few tips that kind of might possibly help you along the journey. The first one is that if you are thinking about doing anything in life, you need to be looking at it long term. I'd recommend looking at it on a 5-year sort of timeline. So before you do anything, think about, will I still be here in 5 years' time? Do I love what I do enough to sustain me for 5 years? Have I got enough to say about my niche? And that's assuming you want to be a content marketer or you want to be an affiliate marketer or anything to do with content. Do I have enough to say? Do I have enough passion to last me for 5 years? The other way to look at it is to kind of imagine in your head that you're looking at the present, you are looking back on it 10 years from now, and ask yourself, am I going to be regretting if I don't make that decision? So if you're looking to be an affiliate marketer 10 years from now, would you regret not having done it? Or if you're looking to open a store, become an Amazon seller, leaving your job, starting a book, I don't know, trekking on a mountain, whatever it is you might be wanting to do. Just imagine in your head, if you were to look at this decision now, 10 years from now, and you didn't make that choice, would you regret it or not? It's not always a yes. Oftentimes we might think it's trivial, it's the wrong thing for us, but we would know deep inside our stomachs, we would kind of intuitively know if it's the right thing for us to do. So the first thing I want to tell you is about that kind of length of timeline. 5 years, I'd say. I've been doing this now for 6 years, but look at it on a 5-year timeline, and that's going to put you in good stead. You need to have enough things to say, you need to have enough passion, you need to really want to do it. You don't want to be getting bored in what you do, because there's no point in you leaving work and then stopping, getting bored, running out of steam, running out of money, time, whatever it is, after a few months. Just don't bother, don't do it. Just stay in your job if that's what you're thinking about doing. Don't think of it short term as well. The other thing I wanted to tell you, the second kind of insight, is that success, as is life, is rarely a linear, so it rarely sort of goes straight like that. Usually what you find is it kind of goes up and down like a yo-yo, like a seesaw, like a ride, like one of those sort of fast rides. So once you know that and you hit the setback, so you're kind of going up and then something doesn't happen, in my case, you sort of have these product launches, you do 100, 200, 300 copies, 2,000, 3,000, and then suddenly, boom, 25. You've completely screwed up, you've gone down, and then you need to climb up again, you need to pick yourself up. So I just want to let you know that, it just kind of goes like that rather than like this. So just be aware of it. It's always going to go like this, up and down, but as long as you know that this is life and that's business and that's success, provided you've made progress, so you're kind of here today and you're kind of here next year, but you've got there like that, so you have made progress. Just be aware that there are going to be downs, and when the downs happen, you need to be still consistent. So you can't, there's no get out of jail card when the proverbial hits the fan. You need to be continuing with this, with the good and the bad, but consistency is the key. And the other thing I want to tell you, that's the third insight, is that really just taking action and starting low. So a lot of people, for example, so I've been doing this for 6 years, they look at kind of my channel and, you know, I've got about 1,300 videos and they think, oh wow, I need to have 1,300 videos. It's going to take me a long time to get to Dan's position, or, you know, whoever, Anthony Robbins he's a billionaire, so why would I even start being a motivational speaker, because he's up there and I'm down here. But the thing is, if you start low and you just take this persistent, consistent action, it doesn't really matter. So you don't want to be comparing yourself to others. You want to be, the only thing you need to be thinking about is not perfection, but just progress. So don't think about being perfect. Don't think about Anthony Robbins or anyone else you see in the industry that you admire. Just, it's good. So it's good to look at them and think, wow, I want to be like this some stage, but don't let it dissuade you, because what's important is just to make progress every single day. And the only way to do this is to be consistent. So I've got 1,300 videos because I've been consistent. If you go back to my videos, you'll see they were rubbish. They were getting no views. Still not getting as many views as I want, but I'm getting a few thousands. And it's just all about hitting it. And I think a couple of years ago, I actually did a video about the fact that it was New Year's Day, and I did a kind of a New Year's Day broadcast, and it was all about what to do if no one is watching your videos, no one is buying your products, no one is liking you, and no one is following you. And I just said, well, I'm just going to continue. I mean, I don't mind if people don't watch my videos, people don't buy my products. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing because I like it. I like this. I like this industry. I like this business. I like everything about it. So I'm just going to be continuing, and I have done. Because of that, I've managed to weather the bad times and, you know, sort of hit on the good times. And there's going to be much more good times, but it's never easy. It's kind of up and down, up and down. But the point is that I'm making progress. I'm not perfect, but I'm making progress every single day. When I look at myself now, as opposed to when I was last year, it's like black and white. You know, it's like night and day. It's like no comparison. So I know that next year is going to be better, and I've got some good strategic points and directions, and that's what you want to be doing as well. You want to be consistent, persistent, and just moving forward every single day. I think that's possibly one of the most important things you can do as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and also as a family member, a friend, and a good citizen as well. So with that said, boys and girls, hopefully you've enjoyed this little video. Dan Ashendorf signing out. Can't wait to speak to you at the next one. Take care now. All the best. Bye-bye.